Hello, this is Sachilu from Great Success Academy. Let us do biology. We look at the parts of a flower. We also identify their names. So the question is, identify the parts of a flower. So what are the names of these different parts of a flower shown by letters by numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, we begin with part 1. So what is part 1? Part 1 is a female part of a flower. It is called the stigma. So part 1 is a stigma. Now a stigma receives pollen grain from anthers. What is part 2? Part 2 is called the style. It's called the style. So the name of part 2 is the style. Now style is going to transfer pollens from the stigma. They're going to pass through it to this part. What is part 3? Part 3 is a male part of a flower and it is called an anther. So part 3 is called an anther. An anther is the part of a flower that produces pollen grains. So when pollen grains are produced by an anther, they are transferred to the stigma for the process of pollination. What is part 4? Part 4 is hanging an anther. Part 4 is called the filament. So that is the name of part 4. It is filament. What is part 5? Part 5, that is where pollen comes from the stigma. It passes through the style and comes into part 5. So what is part 5? Part 5 is called an ovary. So this is an ovary. Now ovary develops into a fruit or even in seeds. What is part 6? Part 6 is actually a stalk. So it is the one that is supplying the flower with nutrients and other needed materials. Alright, so collectively part 3 and part 4, anther and filament, are called the male, are referred to as the male part of a flower. Therefore they are called stamens. They are called stamen. While part 1, which is the stigma, and part 2, which is the style, as well as an ovary, which is part 5, they are referred to as the female part of a flower, and therefore they are called the pistil. Okay, so this is Sachilu from Great Success Academy. You can like our Facebook page as well as share this video to others.